If you're watching this, then I am still in the hospital with my wife while we welcome in my fourth child. Okay, so hopefully, hopefully it's all going well over there. But I wanted to record some videos ahead of time, as I like to do before I go on vacation, in this case paternity leave. Because, not only do I want to help the algorithm, but I also know there's some, creators who I get used to their rhythm, and if they throw off the rhythm, it's kind of unpleasant. So what am I going to do? I'm going to talk about three things in this video. First, I'm going to do an unboxing of the new Quadeca album, Scrapyard, and some other artists from Dead Air Records. Then I'm going to do a review of the only music I have not reviewed from all those albums, which is the vinyl exclusive Side C music from Quadeca's Scrapyard. And then finally, we'll do a little praise for old Dead Air Records. So the thing is, Dead Air Records, they've been saying for a while that they're going to send me a whole bunch of free vinyl, and I don't expect to get anything for free. So it sort of took a while, and I was sort of like, well, maybe they just forgot, There's an artist out of England where I bought their album on vinyl after doing the review, and they refunded me and said, Sky, stop. There's no way you should have to pay for this. And then they sent me the CD. And it's like, dude, I would have bought the vinyl. Thanks for the free CD, but I would have bought the vinyl. Anyways, so, everyone's busy. So I sort of let it go and expected it not to happen. And then lo and behold, a couple months ago, they send me the vinyl. And you'll notice it's been a couple months. So if you're watching this and you're from Dead Air, I didn't forget. I was sort of planning this all along. So I normally just give this to my Patreons, which are my unboxing videos. I might be at the Record Archive in Rochester, New York, just coming out and buying some new records, or I might be getting stuff in the mail. So I want to show you my genuine reaction and my genuine internet face to getting this package from Dead Air Records. Yeah, that's right. There's going to be some editing. Hello again, Patreons. A little bit later session. I'll release this video some other time than the Makami one. But I also got this in the mail from Dead Air Records. It's a record company. I really think they're doing good stuff. And so this isn't anything that you got me. This is something that they sent me. So it's pretty cool. And now my other daughter's back and she's making eggs. I was cleaning up my office. So you know what I had for dinner? I had Cinnamon Toast Crunch with no milk. So the cinnamon squares that have been in the back of my video for a while, that's what I had. But these are a lot of records here. Thank you, Dead Air. It was good, I like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I would have liked some milk, but it was rough. It was rough like a cat's tongue. All right, here we go. So let's see what they sent me.
Oh my gosh.
Oh. The Quadeca album.
Oh my gosh, wait, Quadeca.
Look at that. Professor Sky exclusive. I don't know what that means. Maybe. Oh wait, I'm doing an internet face, but this is actually how I feel. Your videos are incredible. Thanks for doing what you do, Quadeca. Wow. That is super cool. That is something. Unfortunately, my wife has a headache, or else I'd just be bopping this right now. Wow, that is, that is really cool. You caught me in a real internet face. Wow. And then this is my favorite album cover of last year, done by the same person who did the Sunday Day Real Estate album cover, and I think did their new tour stuff as well. I really like this album by Quadeca. So that's pretty cool. Wow, this is awesome. Man, being a big deal is sweet. Oh, comes with a poster too. See, I feel bad because look at that.
That's really cool.
Isn't that rad? See, I don't show my kids on camera, so we got one baby eating corn. That's pretty cool. And we got another one making eggs with some furikake in there. You never had furikake? It's rice seasoning. Wow. Ooh, the green vinyl. Very, very cool. I like that album. I get the sense this might end up upstairs in my daughter's room. Maybe.
That poster might have my wall too.
Yeah, that poster is sweet. I might end up down in the funk basement. What else is there? Oh, the Jane Remover album that I like so much. Wow, this is crazy. And these are albums that I would have bought. So, but thank you for the gift. But I guess that's sort of how it works. Is hopefully my encouragement gets more people to buy the music, and that's great. Look at that old house. I once had a Canadian friend who moved here, and her husband was like, how come there's so many broken down houses? I think it's because we have so many photography students. So that's awesome. Wow. And then the Quadeca album, I Didn't Mean to Haunt You, which is the one that my dad enjoyed so much. So that's really sweet. I'm not gonna cry on the thing. I am just gonna be happy. But I am gonna be thinking about that and really enjoying that. And of course, the video I did with Ro Ramden. And now Ro Ramden and I have become like actual sort of like internet friends. Like we... Oh, you need water?
Oh, baby.
That's when my baby asks for water. She goes, Poppy? Ah. Wow. Very sweet. Wow. Well, thank you, Dead Air, for all the music. Thank you, Quadeca, for like the coolest Professor Sky exclusive. Wow. That is great. What a good day. And this is the day I hit 100K. So, what are you gonna do? Is that good corn? All right. Well, and thanks again, and there's the camera. Nuts, right? He was just hanging out back there. You didn't even see that it said Professor Sky exclusive. Oh my God. My kids saw this and they were like, can you send me a picture? I need to send it to my friends. Because, this is like the most impressive thing, because Quadeca is not only a great artist, he's also very appreciated by the youngs for many different reasons. So that's just awesome. And of course, let's just spend a little bit more time with physical media. Obviously, I Didn't Mean to Haunt You is so super great. I've talked about it a lot. It's not inscribed. It's just normal vinyl. Let's not get greedy here. And this one's tough, because I still miss my dad, and this was the album that he loved so much. But still, super happy to have it. Jane Remover, this is great too, because my daughter really likes this album. And just the thing is, one thing that Dead Air Records does well, and we'll talk more about what they do well, but their packaging's really good. This is really thoughtful, really well made, really well executed, really well photographed. And of course, just because you cannot get enough of this image, in my opinion, some of the best art. I think I need to get this framed. Did I say that already? I think I need to get this framed and put it down in the funk basement, because that actually kind of looks like our house. But we don't have this kind of unhappy corn household. We have a happy household. But that brings us to side C of Quadeca's Scrapyard. So I'm not going to talk too long about it, but I want to say a few things. What I like about it is that he released it and was not planning on putting it online. I think he ultimately did because so many people ripped it. But I like the idea of something that's just exclusive to the experience of listening to it on vinyl. I like the fact that it's like extra. And so you think, it's already called Scrapyard. So like it's the scraps of the scraps. But everything is just as well produced as the rest of the album. Sometimes even better. It's just a really well produced chunk of 14 minutes. And it makes me feel special. It makes me feel special that this is the way, not just that he wrote my actual name on there, that's pretty cool, but it makes me feel special because I am in on this chunk of music. And what I like about it is that it's sort of like his music in general, where the beginning parts of this extra side C, because did I point out in my other video, I don't remember what I did. Oh wait, it's actually on the turntable right now. Side D, there's no music on it. It's just like a little bit of art. It's like this one line off the first song. Bitch, I blew up in my cringe era. I blew up in my mid era. And that's what's so funny because, what do I know? I'm 46, almost 47-year-old dude. I didn't know who Quadeca was. My kids knew who he was. I didn't know who he was. So when the whole thing was like, oh my God, he's actually a great artist. Like, I love this idea because this whole first side is the first part of this side C is very kind of cringy in the way that it's rap bravado and sort of a way that I don't always like. And he's just like, all this kind of rap posturing and about how great he is. And it feels a little bit more playful, and it feels like he's playing with the different eras of Quadeca in this 14 minutes of bonus footage. Now, maybe this is just like chance, and he just threw it out there, but I don't know. So the first track is called Perfectly Cut Scream. That includes those lyrics I just read. I'm on a new amount of sincerity. Do a joke. You've been a parody. Don't hit me till you're in therapy. That's the answer to everything. Therapy. It really is. And I'm going to do one of my famous anti-commercials. If you have health insurance, see a therapist. Okay? You should be able to find one on Psychology Today. Their website is a good way to find therapists. Don't go to BetterHelp unless it's a last resort. There's probably better options for you out there, and just look into them and get some therapy. And this whole song, it's kind of an ego trip, and the whole thing's kind of like, why not? Because if you're listening to side C of the exclusive vinyl, you're not going to be sitting there being like, is it appropriate for him to be? No, you're just riding. You're just riding with Quadeca and jumping around and laughing. What's the thing that people do where they call him things that start with Q that aren't him? I thought of one the other day. Quagsire. Pokemon, huh? I play Pokemon every day. I do. I actually started battling with Quagsire. No, Clodsire. I'm sorry. I started battling with Clodsire. I'm sorry, Quadeca, but Clodsire is cooler than Quagsire. Okay. Speaking of my cringe era, it's just so well produced. It starts off with these wild, whiny sounds, and these great bumping sounds come in, really compressed sounds on the 1 of 1, 2, 3, 4. Nothing to prove to anyone while he's just rapping super hard, and these lowering piano notes, and it's great. Your shit is artificial hard, like Viagra. Nice. Next track is called Quite Like Me. Full kind of beat change, but it connects from the previous song. Sampled voice, weird and cool. Little like farting synthesizers. I love farting synthesizers. That's one of my trademark expressions. If I had more merch that no one would buy, I'd have one that on the back would just say farting synthesizers since 2018. Nobody doing it quite like me. I love the chunked up drums and the backward sound. Next song, 1, 2, 3. Auto-tune kind of soul singing. I want all your eyes on me. Count 1, 2, 3. It's a nice sort of counterpoint to the rap style songs of the rest. Another beat change in this song, kind of little synths rising high. That's actually the next song, Mad at Me. A little bit more danceable, but there's this great thing. This is what I'm talking about. Like, even on the scraps of the scraps, there are little moments that he produces that just make you say, damn, Quagsire, this is good. Am I doing it right? No, you can't say the same one twice. Damn, Quaxley, you're this is nuts. How did you think of having synths that are sort of on the beat but that lag behind so that when you're dancing you're in this kind of like Dilla time shuffle funk? It's awesome. You say you're not mad at me, the rest is a different song. Best get acquainted with that thought of moving on. It's a great breakup idea. One Step Program. This is great because it's a drum machine. Stop saying great, Sky. This is great because there's like a real piano and like very nice hard drums. Eventually some industrial sounds come in. 12-step programs are interesting. I think I believe in them because anything that helps people cure themselves of the addiction, the disease of addiction, if that works, that works, I'm not against it, but one-step program's kind of a funny idea. This one lyric, you sound like a window taking credit for the sun. I'm not going to get into a philosophical argument about windows taking credit for the sun, but one could argue that by their transparency, they allow for an enjoyment of the sun in which you're inside and protected both from the harmful effects of the sun and from the outside elements. So I don't think that windows should take credit for the sun, but I don't think that windows deserve no credit either for the sun. Anyways, that's my counterpoint. cool little Yeezus-y outro, the kind of wah sounds, Lifespan's hard sounds that arrive again on the one, a little more emotionally honest, I could be your lifespan, I could be your light. This feels like this is that movement from the earlier cringy, like rap imitator style to the modern, more emotional style. This heavenly choir, the production's just so good. And just the way, like, it's like little bongos in there. There's so much to unpack when listening to this. Who Am I is the final track, kind of a warbled mess in a good way, sort of soulful, emotionally searching vocals. I don't know where I stand, I forgot who I am, and I, champion of the avant-garde, which they say all over the place. Draw a line in the sand just so you understand who I am. I like this idea of champion of the avant-garde. And at a certain point, what song was it where he mentioned Henri? I think it was Quite Like Me. I think that was it. No, it was on 1, 2, 3. He makes reference. He says invincible like Henry in '03. So if you are a European listener of Quadeca, that's as weird of a reference as like saying Shaq and Kobe. But you have to know the world of international association football. You have to know the world of soccer to know he's talking about Thierry Henry, one of the 3 best soccer players in the history of France. Like he was on Arsenal's team. Sorry, that's literally a message from my wife asking me if I can change a poopy diaper. Yeah, 1 second. That's like literally a reference to this invincible season that Arsenal had with Arsene Wenger. So anyways, in the event that Quadeca is watching this, the World Cup is coming up soon. And I personally think it'd be fun if we like did a live stream comment of a World Cup game or something. Because, we need to get more of our American viewers into the world of association football. Anyways, I'm just throwing that out there. 2026, it's coming up. I'll still be here. You'll still be here. You know what I'm saying? All right. So what's my next thing I'm going to be doing? Well, I'm going to go change a diaper, and then I'm going to come back, and I'm going to just put a little more praise on the name DA. And I'm back. So they also sent me this sticker, and I'm a sucker for stickers. That's my first collection I had in my room. And I had these stickers on my door, and I'd look at them. I remember there's like this Pac-Man sticker I really liked, a Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse sticker. It was a fun time. So I really like stickers. And I like putting stickers on my car. I actually made it to number 2 on Reddit for the bumper stickers on one of my cars. But that's not going to happen with this. But I want to talk about, first of all, like in general, I've talked about this in other reviews before, but just we should really take time to appreciate when there are labels, especially these indie labels, that are so good at curating music. So Dead Air's catalog is so consistently good, and it does such a good job of capturing a certain kind or certain sort of space of youth music that I just feel like we need to give them a little bit more appreciation, because we have sort of a knee-jerk reaction against record labels, because record labels are usually pretty dodgy and shifty, and then they end up getting bought by BMG or whatever, right? Universal, whoever. But like Dead Air, everything that I've heard by them is interesting. It helps me to see music in a different way, and I just want to really appreciate that. So I'm going to put this on the back of my new car. Well, it's a used car, but it's my new used car, my Prius. The Silver Sipper. That's what I ironically named it. Every time I get into the car, when I remember, the official theme song of my car is the Bob on Battlefield theme. That's how I feel. Just a goofy car. But why haven't I put this on yet? I wasn't saving it for the video. It's because I was uncomfortable with it, because it says DA. You might not know this about me, but I used to be quite the big Harry Potter fan. As a matter of fact, at the college where I work, I don't represent them, but the college where I work, I am the faculty advisor for Dumbledore's Army. Now, I taught an entire class of advanced French grammar using The Prisoner of Azkaban translated in French as a way to learn the grammar. So, part of me loves that because I love Dumbledore's Army, but of course, now everything with Harry Potter is just tainted because of the dangerous, ridiculous turf rhetoric of J.K. I'm going to intentionally mispronounce their name, J.K. Rowling. You know, but because of that, like, DA. So I think everyone's going to see it and they're just going to think it's Dumbledore's army. But then I realized the genius of it. The genius of it is, you know, this label is very trans-friendly. I'm very trans-friendly as a person. So, like, it's actually like reclaiming the letters DA. So if people ask me that's what it is, I'm going to say, no, God damn it. It's Dead Air Records. You heard Quadeca? You heard Gen Remover? You heard Quadeca? You got to check out this new music. All right? So it's the end of this video. We're going to see me put this on the Silver Sipper. The only bumper sticker that I have on that car thus far. So anyways, thank you to Dead Air. Am I a shill? I don't care. It's good music. Thanks for, just keep supporting art. All right. Until next time, there's the camera. All right, time to Dead Air the Silver Sipper. Oh, it's going to be good enough. Oh, not perfect. Not perfect. Not perfect at all. Oh my God. There we go. There we go. See? Excelida.